Police attorney. So, I don't know. Okay, so we talked to him about everything. Is there anything to present him? No. Let's go back to the lake then. Is Lotta done? Hey y'all! Lotta! Wait up a sec, we got bingo! Bingo? My automatic camera took 2 photos last night. Hey! This is them, take a look! Wait, see? See? He's shooting him with a pistol. It looks like that, yes, but you can't really tell who's that shooting. Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. But you know, seeing these photos remind me of something. What? I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. What? Are you serious? Of course. How do you forget? Never mind. Y'all reckon I could tell the cops? Yeah, probably. I reckon so. What's that? Now, don't y'all go trying to mock my accent. I'm a sensitive lady. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo. Later. Wait, Lotta. What? Can't y'all see I'm busy? Tell us what you saw too, please. Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice, and that means the cops. I'd sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. Lotta, don't let it get your skivvies in a bunch, friends. Today's enemies tomorrow. Or was that the other way around? No matter, I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn. She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick? Well, if she saw something, there's not much we can do about it. The question is, what exactly did she see? I guess we'll find out tomorrow's trial. Looks like the police have given up their interviewing. Hey! It's Santa Claus! Nick, I think Santa is mad at you. Long time no see, Nick. Nick? You know Santa? Wow, Nick. And Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me. Larry? What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm working my day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? Gotta get money for dates, you know. My girl Kensei deserves the best. Kensei? Not another model, I hope. Oh, Kensei is a fine woman, Nick. It was her idea that I wear this costume. She was all, you go, girlfriend, you know? She bought this costume for me. That's great, Larry. Wow, a Santa costume. She must really like you. Whoa, cute. Nick, who's she? She's not your... Not my what? No, she's not. I'm his partner, Maya Fey. I'm, the little sister. Sister? Wow, Nick, must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of a little sister? No, I'm not Nick's sister. I'm my older sister's little sister. Huh? Sounds great. Don't worry, Maya, he's not listening. Hey, Larry, there was a murder here last night, and since you worked here, have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Kensei, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. Oof. I think what you said just caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just Kensei not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. A model. I knew it. Well, anyways, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Huh? Neat. The defendant is Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. Nick? Why would Larry know Edgeworth? Whoa, Nick! You don't mean that Miles Edgeworth. Old Edgy? Yeah, he's a murder suspect. Whoa, murder? Huh? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school. What? Tell me about the dogs. Huh? Oh, you mean the samurai dogs. Why are they samurai dogs? I mean, they look kind of, gourd shaped. Oh, well, originally they were gourd dogs, you know, like the gourd dogs. Ouch. The samurai thing was Kensei's idea. Oh, she's my woman, you know. She was all, change the name for your girlfriend, and I jumped. She made me the banner. Man, the kids can't get enough of these samurai dogs. Something about that seems wrong. Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here on the lake. What with the big news? The big news? Yeah, Gordy. Gordy? So, Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry? Yeah, Nick, him, and I used to hang out all the time. Wow, I never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like his father. Like his father? Yeah, Edgy Pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Wow, wait. You said defense lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second. But Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. What? Edgy got a proboscis on his knee? No, he's prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. Huh? Go figure. He always used to talk about defending the weak who were unable to defend themselves. Man, he used to go on and on about man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. I wonder what changed his mind, though. Do you know Nick? Nick? What's Gordy? Huh? You mean you don't know? It's here. It's in the very lake. A giant, mysterious monster. Gordy. A monster? Yeah. Check it out. This is the article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo. Wow, it's really real? Nick, a monster, a real monster. Yeah, it's probably just a log or something, right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic when we got into the frame. I heard a loud bang, like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. I wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry, could I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. $1 million? Grow up, Larry. Have anything to present to him? I mean, what's this? You know, my eyes have been getting pretty bad lately, Nick. Actually, the photo's blurry, Larry. It was taken last night. Last night? Alright. I guess that's it from Larry. Thanks for nothing again, Larry. Let's go to... I guess go see... Yeah, Gumshoe. Gumshoe! Gumshoe! Not a Gumshoe in sight. If you're looking for Detective Gumshoe, he's in the questioning room. Apparently an important witness turned up. He'll be in there a while. A lot of heart. It has to be. Uh-oh. Well, that didn't help. Nope. What is it? Oh, nothing. Just something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey, I remember now. This guy. He's a lawyer that was at that office Mia worked at. I met him once when I went to hang out with my sister. That office? Wait, you mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy. That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him, for old time's sakes. Let's go talk to him. Hey, you still don't got your painting back. That's depressing. Ahem. Ah, that old familiar clearing of the throat. Aha! You're a Mia something, are you not? I was her understudy, yes, Phoenix Wright. Aha, and you're Mia's something too, are you not? Her little sister, yes. You've grown. You've come to look a lot like your sister, you know. It takes me back, the days of my youth, like the scent of a fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, sir? Yes, I beg your pardon. Of course you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter? There was a murder last night. A murder? You haven't heard? I just got up, you see. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Edgeworth? What? Who did he shoot? Well, the identify of the victim is still unknown. That is terrible news indeed. I guess he hasn't heard anything. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting? Oh, yes. I do not think it shall ever be coming home to this office. I can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's my just desserts, old bitter desserts. That's kind of sad. Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Did you remember? He was a lawyer here in my office. That's Hammond. Robert Hammond. Mr. Hammond? And you say this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot? Who is this Hammond guy anyways? Mr. Hammond, he was the defense attorney in that case. That case? Yes, the DL6 incident. DL6? Why does that sound familiar? Perhaps you remember, I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial of Mia's murder. That was the incident where the police were so at loss they used a spirit medium. Wait, you don't mean... Was that medium my mother? Yes, my dear. The spirit medium, Misty Fey, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim. But the case was lost. No conviction was made. The DL6 incident, yes, happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed. They never caught the criminal, right? Correct. Misty Fey used her power to talk to the spirit medium of late victim. Her testimony led to charges being led against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case and the suspect was declared innocent. And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her get out of that, right, Mr. Grossberg? Yes, quite. Thank you. No, please, don't mention it. DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. But wait, what does that case have anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth? It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth. What? His father? If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk. Wait, this is a photograph of my mother. Edgeworth, we need to talk. What's this? I was hoping you'd gotten the message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. Hey, I got this photo Grossberg told me to show you. Edgeworth, it's only been a matter of hours since you last visited, yet you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit, I'm impressed, right? You are always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, do you think it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know. But I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like, and I will answer to the best of my ability. The DL6 incident was when my father was killed. Blech. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested, a man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium then used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in the Gord Lake murder? Correct. That spirit medium, that was my mom. What? You mean It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now this? About to end. The DL6 incident happens 15 years ago. 15 years ago on December 28th. December 28th? The statute of limitations on a case runs out in 3 days. What? Nick, what does that mean? When a case statute of limitation runs out legally, the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed forever. What happened to the suspect, the one who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from the public view. Nobody where to, yeah. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a suspect in murder in such a big case. So was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently. So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps. I'd rather not talk about it. Anything else we could talk about? Let's look at this photo. You want to look at this photo? Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind of person to point a gun at anyone. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right? It pains me to ask you this now. I know you want us to defend you. Yes, will you? Of course we will. Who could have guessed this day would come? Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind. I guess you don't really need to know. Huh? My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Well, I guess we should... What is earthquake? Nick, it's a big one. Whoa. It's calming down. Whew. That was scary. Huh? Where's Edgeworth? There. He's on the floor in a ball, shivering. I guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. I've heard of running, but curling in a ball? Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Right. We have to give Mr. Edgeworth's letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. What's going on here? Eek! What's wrong, Detective? This wild lady comes in here just a while ago, says she came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal? A lot of heart? Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I could do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence. You trying to say something about the way I do my job? No, sir. No, sir. No, Detective Gumshoe, of course not. So, what did Miss Hart say? She says she saw Mr. Edgeworth fire the pistol. What? She even had a photograph to prove it. Right, I saw it too. But you really can't tell from the photo who was shooting. That's why she says she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a bit, but should at least let us tell who's who. She can do that? Okay, so there's going to be an enlarged photograph that will show Edgeworth in the act? Great, just great. In any case, she's going to be the one testifying tomorrow. Huh. What happened to the other witness? Well, apparently there was a cancellation. A cancellation? I'm afraid tomorrow is going to be life or death for poor Mr. Edgeworth. He's got a witness who says she saw the very moment of the murder, and we got a photo taken from the shot range out. I'd say that sounds like a pretty unwinnable case. But wait, what did Mia used to say? If he's innocent, there's gotta be something I've overlooked. It sounds like Mr. Edgeworth is going to ask the state to assign a public defender. I was just about to file the paperwork, but you still got time, pal. Go talk to him, please. You have to convince him. You have to make him let you defend him. I know you're the only one who can do it, pal. You're the only one who can save Mr. Edgeworth. Well, I already got it, so no worries there. Look, what I got... Hey, you did it, pal. Glad I waited till the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start a new one for you. Thanks, Detective. We'll see you in court tomorrow then. Good luck, pal. Hey, you guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I've lived out my whole life here, so I'm pretty used to them by now. Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little now that you mentioned it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm going to check on him. You two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later. I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes. I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was in school. Then again, I only got to know him in 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. And continue. December 26th, District Courtroom. Let's go. Hey, Edgeworth, Karma. That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in 40 years career. He is a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case. He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to be a prosecutor. Well, what? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me. Multiply that by a factor of 10. So was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to find you guilty? What a creep. Oh wait, maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost since once in 40 years. 40 years. He is ruthless as me, times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was with me. Speaking of Mia, Maya? We could really use Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh, I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been in training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would be standing here if I wasn't completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well. Your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I called the detective in charge of the case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at this map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Over. Testify to the court about the arrest now. Wait, Mr. von Karma? Yes. Actually, I'm the one who's supposed to be handling those proceedings. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel, and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination now, attorney. Now. Do it now. Alright. I will. A man called the station around 30 minutes after midnight. You received a call from a man? Yeah. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? That woman and the man who called the report are 2 different people, obviously. Different people? There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping, a lot of heart. What happens next, detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. Time of death, sometime on the... doesn't even... Kicking automatically. 12:15 a.m. Okay, so that adds up. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. How long was it between receiving the report and arriving at the lake? Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Detective, you will refrain from casual or revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry. I look forward to your next year's salary review. So much to look forward to these days. This is no time to just deject daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting poppycock? I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. Oh, Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Continue, now. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Well, why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Tisk, tisk, tisk. He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistols found on the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. Well, what? Order. So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective? Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from the pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick, what does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something so basic as ballistic markings. Nick, is he glaring at me? Tisk, well, very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Yes. Ballistic markings are like fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order. This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yeah. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge? Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess now. But I just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes, absolutely. This court will take a 10-minute recess? Who's running this court anyways? Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me. I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I could come up with. Huh. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya? Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry, it's no good. Oh, I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? Yeah, you're useless. You're absolutely useless. No, of course not. I need you here. I could see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Aw, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck's gonna run out. Really? Whoa, right? Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Kama, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you are the research student at the university? That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please? It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang. It come from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in the boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing out on the lake but the boat. Enough. Huh? Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is the photo. Accept it as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order. I will remove people from the courtroom if they do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There was no other boats on the lake, so the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order. I will have order. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, the court finds the defendant... Well, wait, Your Honor, I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question is there to can possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose, or do you claim you have found a contradiction or testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have to hold you in contempt of court. Nick, contempt? Contempt of court, you know. I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there is a contradiction with the facts in your testimony? I think there is. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Very well. I pray for your sake that this isn't a waste of time. Christmas Eve after the midnight weekend. Hold on a second. Let's put this over here, actually. I forgot the bar was over there. Not like it matters, really. When I looked at the window, I saw two gents in the boat. Okay. Wait, there's two bangs. Fired 3 times. There was another bang. When I looked out the windows, two gents, I heard this bang coming from the lake. Okay. I mean, it's a tiny contradiction. I don't know if it's gonna count, though. I might be jumping ahead again. There wasn't any contradiction in there? Sorry, Nick. If only my sister was here. No, it's fine. I got it. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight. I was in my car, heard this bang from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents. And there was another bang. No. Okay, Alright, let's push her a little bit. Maybe I can find something. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questioning. Meaningless contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Okay, so I have to find a contradiction. I was in my car. I heard a bang come from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents on the boat. Then there was another bang. Nope. Oh man. I'm missing something. Let's see. Then there was another bang. Nary a thing on the lake but a boat. But that boat. Oh man, I am not sure. I don't remember. Huh. One bullet. Oh. Then there was another bang. Ah, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose. I don't know. There was nary a thing on the lake but the boat. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in the boat. I heard this bang come from the lake. Just after midnight, I reckoned. Okay. Yeah, I could go with that. That seems right. I was in my car. That seems... Why were you camping there anyways? I'm a researching student at the university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This sounds suspicious. Press further. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness motive in camping by the lake have to do with the case? The answer is nothing. I object to the line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait now. I'm the one who says that. Well, then, say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. So you weren't looking at the lake at the time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradiction, not leisurely chat with the witness. Irk. I can't find it. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents. I already failed it. Yeah, okay. Edgeworth, I'm sorry, I failed your case. Oh god, I have to go through all this again? Okay, we're gonna skip this. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me think about this. While I'm thinking, I have to remember her testimony. She was in the car. She saw two gents. See, I figured it was the fog that was blinding her from seeing the lake. But apparently that's not the case. So... hurry up, we got no time for this. I think we just have to press the last two statements, if I remember correctly. Stop talking. Found the body. There's the bullet. I needed that. And we got the gun now. Whoops. Don't want that. Go. No, I need you here. I'll be nice again. No, I'm thinking she's saying it's Christmas Eve right after midnight, but I mean, that's Christmas, right? Okay, Christmas Eve. Press. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Yeah, well, yeah. I know you want to find a contradiction, but really? I hope the next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. We're gonna just go through all this again. Why are you camping there anyways? I'm a research student at the university. I was taking photos for my research. What research? This sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait, now I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Okay. So you weren't looking at the lake at the time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely tap with the witness. When I looked at the window, I saw two gents on the boat. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture, clear enough for you. Okay, here we go. That's what I was supposed to do. Wait a second. I wasn't asking about the photo. I was asking you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There is also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradiction. He jumped in so quick, he's hiding something. Then there was nothing but a bang. You were able to watch the moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradiction, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country girl can be. That sounds pretty sure. Press further, press further, press further. How can you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. Huh. No need to further question. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained. Yes, of course. Oh, great. Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear from Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in this testimony worth noting. But Your Honor... You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outburst by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. I understood. Nick. Lada's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make this decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that? It was me. Maya? Is something wrong? Do you need us to... You need to use the facility? No, I do not. Lada Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you are actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lada, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense outburst. Answer me, Lada. What's the big idea treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him. I swear, I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of courtroom. He is in contempt of the court and must leave. No. Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Huh. What's the difference? All that remains is the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Order. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lada Hart has made new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he's in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. Mayafei, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck, Maya. I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here, or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. That's it? Uh-oh. I don't find anything, but I can't squander Maya's efforts either. Got ya. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? What do you got? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in the photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the man on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth? How? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony, please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart, what? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could. Then please testify to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma, hopefully's vague testimony. You're right. It was cold night, and the fog was thick and grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back to the car. I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem. You use binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. So, how could you see Mr. Edgeworth? Now you just hold a second. Your hasty Yankee type never find a girl where I'm from. Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is. Nobody loves me. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in my car. Your camera? Yeah, it's got automatics. The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained. He's not letting her answer any of my questions. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got my doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of the meteor shower? That camera is irrelevant to the case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright? Is the camera really relevant to the case? If you believe it, you may want to continue... You may continue with your line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Yes, I do. This is a make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Ms. Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I heard. The camera was set up to take pictures of the meteor shower. I don't believe that. Your Honor, that statement is contradicted. Okay, I failed. I got it. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on the lake. It's not very suited for stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect. Now, wait a minute. Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth? No unnecessary comments, please. Wait, no, I didn't mean to do that again. So the camera was pointing at the lake. I think that's the problem. If you're doing a meteor shower, you don't point your camera at the lake. And it's also set up for automatic to take loud noises, so yeah, that's my objective. You were photographing shooting stars. That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointing directly at the lake. You have to point the camera upward to take photos of stars, Miss Hart. What? Stars are in the sky? Oh my god. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well, then what exactly is she photographing? Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart? She was looking for Gordy. Obviously. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper? Gordy. Ah, the sighting of Gourd Lake. Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see your proof that I went down to the lake trying to photograph the Gordy. I have proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see. And no joking around this time. What is the proof that this witness was trying to photograph Gordy at the lake? It was the camera again, right? Loud noises. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus this photograph here taken with the gunfire on the lake. And here in the article about Gordy, according to the article, Gordy made a loud noise when it merged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, were you not? That's why you had the camera set to respond to loud noises. Order, I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah, not bad. All your Leos that smart? I am. So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That doesn't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But, as she so seductively said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right. Fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigator photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake, but that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the man's hands and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat. The whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry, okay. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with pointless cross-examinations. I claim the defense right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Kamera's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because why? Was there a contradiction? Very well, you may cross-examination. You seem so sure of yourself, you must have something in mind. That would be a first. Haha, very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there's no problem with this testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I took a picture of a monster. That's why I went camping by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out to the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat. Then I saw a flash near one of the man's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I'd better find something sort of... Okay, it won't be able to beat Van Kamera the other way. There has to be something. I'll have to press her, because I don't really see anything. Then what manner of person are you? I'm not sure I'm a high-floating enough to be called a man or anything. I'm an investigator photographer. An investigative photographer? Yep. You got the photos, you sell it to the press, it's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at the sister's graduation last year, and guess what? What? There was UFO just hanging in the sky. UFO? You know, the unidentified flying object, UFO. That's when I had a shower of a revelation. I knew I should become an investigator photographer. I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. Imagine what a scoop it'd have been if I got a picture of that monster. If Gordy really all that newsworthy? Heck, yeah. Then even had him. They even have him on TV. I'm starting to lose my way of reading. I'm not sure that appears in the local news rumors of the month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighting on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper for real. Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving on, shall we? Yes, Your Honor. That's why I came camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out at the lake. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper of a sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. There wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I don't know. If she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, I kind of doubt she'd waste her time looking at a boat. What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness continue. Hold on your hush puppies, Pops. And that actually might be where I put evidence then. Okay, let's see. I guess Gordy's article again. Miss Hart, were you really looking at the boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? Y'all want to stop over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a photo of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Order, continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well, well, now that you mentioned it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching the boat till now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph, you got the proof. Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this. Right. That's why I took a photo and... Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What was she gonna say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it, but you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she said she was going to enlarge the photo. Said it'll drop the quality a bit, but should let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do? Well, we're at wit's end now, so make her show the enlargement. Miss Hart, look at the photograph. You enlarged this photograph, didn't you? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. What are you all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You fool. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart? Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. We still cannot see who's firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good it has done for any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means the cross-examination's over? Obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Hart, and none too soon. That was a flagrant of waste of time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it's time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Your Honor, there is something decisively strange in this enlargement. What do you mean? Exactly what I said. It's strange. Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about the photo is strange? Okay, here we go. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand. That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that the left hand contradicts. The fingerprints, right? Edgeworth's right hand. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were found from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in the photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court to law. Mr. Wright, yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? I guess I could throw it on as the victim himself, but there's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order. So you are saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I cannot think of any other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance of which he was shot. The distance. The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet. There is no way it could have been a suicide. Order. Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of the data? Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. The court is adjourned. Whew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent. Right. Well, yeah, but what happened out there on the lake anyways? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. Well, what? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you just to state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? Come on, Edgeworth. Edgy boy. I requested a transcript of Lada's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of the testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Alright. Moving on to the next game. That was fun. I think I'm gonna go to Song of Horror now. So if